We are ready for the business of the day, and the motion is simple. Nigeria's independence, did it take place at the right time? It will be the ferocious head-to-head encounter all the way. Atiku for the motion.
Good day, judges, my fellow citizens. Let's set the record straight. Oil is our greatest resource as a nation. Crude oil represents 95% of our export earnings. Our entire economy is hinged on the production of this precious commodity. Now, this debate is about timing. So when was oil discovered in Nigeria? Just a few years before independence. If it came earlier, we would have missed out on this great pot of gold, because at that time, we didn't have the technical expertise or the know-how to drill and explore for oil. Furthermore, political scientists have revealed that in the 1960s and not before, Nigeria had fully imbibed the educational structuring, the economic system of government, and the official language of the British, which we are speaking today. These factors have helped us to compete not only locally, but also internationally. Now, on the flip side of the coin, our independence shouldn't have come later. Why? It's very simple. In the 1960s, the UN and the international community outlawed colonialism for the simple reason that it violated the universal right of a people to self-determination. In other words, after 1960, colonialism was illegal. So you see, if we came earlier, we would have been economically disadvantaged. If it came later, we would have been perpetrating an illegal act. So you see, 1960 was the bullseye and the dartboard of our nation's history for independence. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Damilola Atiku. Today's judge's evaluation will take on the style of a courtroom cross-examination. The judges will be asking questions from the debaters.
What other factors do you think could have been the benefits of Nigeria's 1960 independence?
The benefits that we got from that independence is the fact that I think we don't have to, should I say...
No, you've talked about education, you've talked about oil. What are the things?
We may not have to share our resources with an outside party that didn't have the right to participate in our resources, basically. Also, it gave us a better head start to build our economy on our own 2 feet. We can argue that a country's journey to economic growth and development is always filled with trials and challenges. So the earlier we start the journey, the better for us, basically.
Atiku, are you saying that there are only 2 benefits to Nigeria's independence in 1960 and you're out of your depth?
Absolutely not. If you look at the world today, England is actually one of the poorest countries in the world in terms of natural resources. England has no oil, no gold, very little tin and iron. The way they built their economy to becoming a world power is partly by taking from us without any payment. Nigeria has oil, gold, tin, iron, in a sense, a vast majority of resources that were taken from us illegally. Also, within that time period, 1901 and 1960, when we were colonized, you actually find that human trafficking and slavery were illegally practiced during that time, according to Wikipedia. So on that basis, we stood to gain certain benefits other than oil and education, as I mentioned earlier. Thank you.
I was quite impressed when you came back with your rebuttal when you were leaning against the lectern and the prime ministerial style. Thank you.